Nnamdi Kanu is provoked in DSS prison as lawyer presents 8 questions ahead of his trial on 10th of October. Yes, the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu got provoked. In fact, the provocation is this very provocation is an understatement. I tell you, even you yourself, you'll be shocked to know why and what actually warranted it. I greet everybody out there who listen to me through this very channel. This is the Lord TV. Yes, this what it because
they recently provoked
has
over
really tolerated and swallowed enough ink and sinker. What do they mean by this? Now, can this be said, or can this be accepted, that the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu haven't proved himself in court and presented all evidences to prove his innocence, and the court is still wanting him to present more evidence to prove that he is not, that he will have nothing to do with any violent agitation? He has said it, that he has nothing to do with violence. Neither is he ready to continue in a violent agitation. Has Nnamdi Kanu ever for once agitated violently? If he has been doing that, who then would have stood by him at this difficult time? Of course no. So this is the reason why everyone is making it very clear that the Nigerian government is only trying to look for something to paint, something to look at, and something to observe as an evidence to still keep Nnamdi Kanu behind bars, because all evidences pointing against Nnamdi Kanu has been exhausted, has been dismissed. The Nigerian government does not have any more evidence. You understand? Now, the indigenous people of Biafra has given reason why the Federal High Court in Abuja should release Nnamdi Kanu without any further delay. You can see that now the Federal High Court in Abuja can prove any other evidence. If the evidence is genuine, then the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu is willing and ready to challenge that very evidence. But if there is none, then let them do the needful and set the IPOB leader free. You are getting now? Okay, now a prima facie case in a legal term referring to a case where the evidence presented by the plaintiff or prosecution is sufficient, or it faces to establish a claim or charges unless rebutted or contradicted by the defendant. The term prima facie is Latin for a first look, or it face, meaning the initial evidence appears strong enough to let Nnamdi Kanu go. Now, this is a legal term which was actually used to question Nnamdi Kanu's trial, of which Nnamdi Kanu proved himself beyond every reasonable doubt that this is a political document put up by the federal government lawyers to get him to still keep him behind bars without any tangible claim to prove that without any tangible claim to prove their facts that he, Nnamdi Kanu, is guilty of the allegation. Now, in this very case, no investigation report linking Nnamdi Kanu to the specific allegation, such as incitement, terrorism, and treason. In fact, it has been produced. The lack of evidence has pushed the federal government of Nigeria away from this very trial. Have you seen that? Federal government does not have any evidence against the IPOB leader anymore. All evidences pointing against Nnamdi Kanu have been quashed. So because they don't have any more evidence against him, that is why you saw that they are just beating around the bush. They will look here, they will look there, they will look here, they will look here. They don't have anything else to present. They don't have any tangible thing to present. Moreover, the state the court ruled that a mere repetition of evidence or intelligence from anonymous sources cannot constitute any proof of any element of an offense. Have you seen that? All 5 DSS officers are compromised by their institutional bias, and none has provided first-hand knowledge of any offense. This is not an evidence. It is a theater. The Nigerian government are just bringing people to come and be acting in court. Acting in court, all in the name of we are coming as witness to speak against Nnamdi Kanu, which is true. You are right. They only come to the court to put up and act a character. A character. You know, whereas no wonder after putting up all the character, Nnamdi Kanu will still defeat them in court. Which of the Nigerian witness came to the court and defeated Nnamdi Kanu? None of them. Almost all the evidences was pointing against them. They will be the one to bring evidence, and Nnamdi Kanu will be the one to defeat them. So since Nnamdi Kanu have been able to do all of these things, why then are they still keeping him in prison? Now, in the present case, the prosecution alleges that the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu is innocent and so should be released and acquitted without any further delay. My people, the state government, the federal government, and the Senate are working in hand against this very freedom of the IPOB leader, because if they are really willing to set Nnamdi Kanu free, I know it shouldn't have taken them so much time. Yes, who was attacked? Who is the injured party? None has been presented. No complaint has testified. The absence of a named or identified victim renders the allegation empty. Don't forget that they said that Nnamdi Kanu has harmed so many people before his arrest, and also he has been using so many things to incite violence and also cause death, bloodshed in the eastern region. Now we are now saying that okay, since this is one of the allegations, why can't you see an evidence to prove that this is what Nnamdi Kanu actually did? Believe me, since the beginning of this very trial, none of these allegations presented against Nnamdi Kanu has been proved. They are just speaking on the surface, but they don't present it as a document of proof. That is why Omoto should keep approving Nnamdi Kanu to be innocent of all their allegations. But what is really paining me is that Omoto should, instead of him to do the needful and let the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu be free, he keep giving them an attention. Why? Why can't you just do the needful as a legal practitioner? Why? That is a problem. Anyway, dear listeners, I'm bringing you in to speak about this because this matter concerns everyone. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and also send us messages to get yourself updated each time we upload any new videos. Thank you. This is the Lord TV.